I'm coding an A-frame cottage in pure HTML and CSS. I generated this reference with AI and I called her Aura. Here's my progress so far. I finished the attic window and am moving on to the regular window. In this case, I'm creating a structure similar to the one from the other window, but since it is a much simpler design, I only need a casing and 4 panes of glass. No mountains here. And because it looks like these windows are squares, I'll just wrap everything in a 100 by 100 container. Doesn't look like much so far. In fact, it kind of doesn't look like anything. Because without any real content, these elements just happily stay at a nice stable height of 0. So now my window will have to fill the whole space it has available. Same goes for the casing with the addition of the dark tint. And then I can move on to the glass panes, for which I have a nice mix of 20% window tint and 80% white. That way I just have one shade of blue which I keep using, so my palette is simple and manageable at the same time. I still need to position the glass panes via a CSS grid with 4 equal cells, and then grab some sizing using the rule of threes formula. That's gonna produce the gap, and then also the padding on the casing in order to complete the window illusion. Now, for the actual shade that is clearly visible in the windows, I will just target the first 2 glass panes, get in there with some pseudo-element magic, give it a rough 30% height, and then mix the window tint with black so that it looks like the whole surface is in the shade, without introducing any more colors. In the end, I have a nice square, reusable, scalable window, which is great, since this build has 2 identical ones. So if you want to see how this turns out, drop a follow and stay a while. This is going to be a nice cozy A-frame.